up, and at the bottom, well, you may not have yet all your server set up. So I have
professional, whatever it is you have down there.
So maybe right now you only have just me, I think, when you first set it
Do
up.
I go to Google Plus to sort that out, or do I go to Webinar Ninja where it will tell me not to let it broadcast publicly?
When you were setting up the name of this Hangout with me right now, it should take
Webinar Ninja or Google Hangout?
Google Hangout on Air. And at the next page, before you click about, I think it says, it puts you, I'm trying to remember, it has you go, let me just do it here.
Second.
I go here. Okay. So when you go into Google Hangout on Air,
It'd it be under settings?
No, it's okay, so I go on Hangout on Air. So when you go into Google Hangout on Air and you create a Hangout, what you did earlier, and it says you give it a name.
Oh yeah, I just said Amy, right?
Right, and then it says before you start, but below the start it says your audience.
Okay.
So you click the public off.
All right, so I know. Is there a section? Okay, now I've already done this one live. Are you saying that? I don't know how to set up a separate Google Hangout. I mean, I see the screen, but that's through the Webinar Ninja platform that I'm running this right now.
Right. So if you go into the tab and open up Google Hangout on Air, and then you click on that, it would take you right to that page that Webinar Ninja took you to.
All right. So I'll have to pay attention next time I do one and see that. So, and that would also alleviate the problem of it being exposed onto YouTube as well.
Yeah, so it will be in YouTube, but it will be unlisted. So it's not to the public. And you can go in and delete it, or you can send the link to someone. So it's just only you and the person that you had given the link to can access that video.
Right. So like, let's say you want to have I would assume you have a very sensitive situation because you have a private practice and you can't have this stuff go out to the public. My gosh.
Right. Yeah. So the idea would have to be where it's either private or unlisted. And that's very important.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll do that another time.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes,
we can do that another time just to make sure. Okay, so we're broadcasting right now. So like everything that we're doing is going to show up on the Google Plus page as well as whatever is in, I never had set up a YouTube account until I had to do this. And I don't even think I don't remember even setting up a YouTube account. I don't think I've done that. Is that something that's automatically built for you?
No, you need to go in and set that up. So, and it's very simple. It's really easy. And you can just go in and set that up because you need to have that because that's where you're going to store all your video files.
All right.
So that's necessary.
How does it know where to go then?
It links your Google email and the Google Plus.
I see they're all integrated.
Yeah, because Google owns YouTube, so it's all integrated. So once you have it set up, it knows where to send it to. It's your Google Plus connection with YouTube that will sort all that out.
All right, got it. Now that was another question, but I'll deal with that another time. Was the data bank of recordings? I know that you said that thank you page had the video screen,
right?
The radio dial button that I saw. I was confused. So what you're saying is once this is done, it automatically takes the webinar link that's generated after the recording is complete and inserts it into that thank you page and is automatically sent out to all the registrants. Is that correct?
Right, exactly. So they can go in and view it and whatever they want to do with it, and that's your thank you, right? Yeah, for the attendees.
You don't have to go to YouTube unless you want to send a link out to watch it to somebody. You can you have to do that.
If you want to put in your wherever you want to put that, you can do it by opening the link. And you can also, if you want to shut it down, and go in and put it to private, so even the people who are on the initial list won't be able to access that at some point. So, for example, you want to make it available to them for the next week only.
This is something that I might have to change the way I run my practice, but this is what we do. I have 2 prices that
Right.
I pay.
Right.
One is for the live or the recorded version, and one is for the live plus the recorded version. That way somebody's going to watch the webinar and watch the recorded version, then I charge them more if they want to see the live or the recorded. So if this is an automatic, I mean, is there a way to disband that feature so they don't get the recording automatically sent? What if I don't want them to get the recording right away? What if I want them to pay extra?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Because if this is automatically populated and automatically sent, then I don't have control. Everyone's going to get a recording, and so that creates a financial change for me. Which, you know, I make more money by having both. You know,
I think the idea may be, I'm not sure there's a way to control when it's released to the thank you. I think it's all integrated where it's the seamless thing that they do. So,
yeah, they would have to, if what I'd like to do is have the thank you page, have 2 thank you pages. One without the link and one with the link. And I'd like to be able to control when that is sent out, because, you know, it changes a lot of part of the way my business structures. And quite frankly, I do this because it's modeling what the rest of the webinar industry, credit union space does. This isn't something that I've just decided to do. This is something that's norm. Do you want a recording? Don't you? The prices are different. So
exactly.
I'm going to write them. Let's see, I'm going to ask them for 2 pages, one without recording, and 2, one with, and let me decide. Let me go ahead and send it out. And that's the other issue.
So I'm wondering
go ahead.
If there's a way to, which I don't know, that if when they're setting up, I didn't see that, where the thank you page, it's one save leads to another, so you have no control over that either.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, this is, and not only that, but you see, we don't see a listing of the registrants. So the assumption is you have a data bank. Now for me, and I have been doing this for a year and a half on the current system. I buy a mail service, and I have 5,700 emails that I send my ad out to, and it has a registration link. Right now, I have partnerships who take the credit card payments. I don't have credit cards on my website. One, it also helps me engender other people who are, they're called affiliates. I just found that out. And I'm going to have a bunch of these affiliates, so I have to have separate credit card channels coming through so I can keep track of the, you know, people that are registering through the New Jersey Credit Union League, because they get 34% of all of their marketing efforts to get their credit unions to watch my webinars. I have to make sure I keep track of the registrations that come through their registration page. Then I'm going to have to do that for CU Business Magazine. Well, they don't have that here. They only have one payment link. And however, the assumption is that you email all of those ads out, and then they register. Well, in this process here, the email integration system is not for sending the ad out. It's for receiving the registration in. You have to still pay somehow to take this ad. And that was my question to them. Okay, now we've built our ad. How do we get it into the email service so that they actually see the template? And they told me that all they do is see the link. Well, you know, you don't want to blast out a link to people. They're not going to open it up. You want the ad to be already displayed when they get it in their email. They open their email and they see the ad. Are you beyond this point, or do you know what the problem is here?
Well, I'm not sure when our Ninja is going to be addressing that, but I think what you could do is, once you've created that template with all the information there, that page, just would take a screenshot of that page, and then you could make it an image, and then save the image and insert that image into your responders.
Well, but the registration button to register here to pay is embedded into the live link. You have
Right,
to.
but yeah, right, but you could have the image, and then you could have either the image linked. When I click on the image, it can go to the pay, or you can have the link at the bottom, but you can click on it. So either way, you could have it where they, in the
You have
email.
to manipulate it.
Yeah, they can link. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for them to actually set it where. I don't know how that would work, but I think you can manage that yourself. And even if you want to, like I have Aweber, so I could go in with Aweber and set up a few accounts that I want to manage and then use those link and send to separate people. I have them categorized as group A, group B, groups, and so on.
Well, I found an affiliate. Word has an affiliate. WordPress has an affiliate payment structure that I sent to this new marketing gal that I'm hiring because I lost my intern. He's going back to school and stuff. So I have to hire somebody because it's just, I have Facebook postings, LinkedIn postings, I have to create ads, you have to do the separate mail system. I can barely run my business because I'm spending so much time learning how to market and learning how to create. It's really overwhelming.
It is,
but, I'm hiring somebody to do that, and she seems to understand. I don't know what they're called, APIs or whatever, So she's going to look at this, but I was just curious because I've already discussed it with her. She's like, I'm not sure I got it. We have to figure it out because, in theory, they were supposed to have created an integrated template that would resolve this problem, which was the whole point of we are doing it all now. That everything is assumed in here, and in fact, it really isn't. No,
it's not as integrated or smooth as it seems to be on the surface. There's a lot more, and I think they eventually
more problems. But I mean, it's just this was something I was just curious. Do you do massive blasts, or how do you market your webinars, and what's your target market? How many people are you marketing to?
So actually, I do most of my social media through, of course, Twitter, Facebook, through LinkedIn primarily, and on my email list. So what I do, like you may have seen, is what I do is describing is creating a graphic and also a short video, which I did as well, less than 2 minutes, and promote that. I was walking through part of my PowerPoint, so I can put that on Facebook, for example, excuse me, or also on LinkedIn and Google Plus. So the video is showing under 2 minutes where they can promotional things. I use that. That's very effective for me. And then of course my other social media, just they're constantly through Buffer, is to feed out those things occasionally up until the time that the webinar is going to go live.
All right. So you're not right now currently have subscribed to, a lot of people use Constant Contact, but it's very expensive. So that's how I market my webinars, because adoption rates through, unless you're getting some success, which I'd love to hear how you can get paid purchases through LinkedIn and Facebook. I've created the national brand awareness because I'm a national brand, but I'm not getting, even though in my Facebook account it says join here, I'll just get joined, but people are actually not paying in that registration link. They only pay through the email blast that I send out. That's the only way I'm able to get people to buy.
Exactly, and that's what I've been in the relationship with them through the when they join and nurture the relationship, and then once they start in my email list, that's where I would then sell them, because now I have a relationship with them. So I try to use not to sell it really in my social media platform. I just try to bring them into my list and get a hook, and once I get them there, that's where I sell from, and that's where I think most of the selling occur. Of most of the business that I know online is to the email list, not directly blast.
Yeah, see, I'm doing just the opposite. I get the blast because that's how the webinars are best managed. People will send it out to their CFO. I target CEOs, CFOs, senior vice presidents of credit unions. I'm at financial services. They send the email, to the HR department. Do you want to buy it? Boom, that's how they do it. They don't Yeah, and
Okay, yeah. It's a different client you have.
yeah, it's a different deal. Okay, so I was just curious about that because, and a lot of people I've never met before, you know, things like that. A lot of people know me, but a lot of people don't. So, all right, so we've got our broadcast. We're done now. How do I get my PowerPoint up here?
So you go to share,
which is the green button.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get that. Oh, I stopped the broadcast. How did that happen?